Imagine a bike that turns into your bedroom. Meet the GoCamp, a bike camper built by Flevobike that's basically a tiny house on wheels. But it's not a van. It's not a car. It's a bike. They took an electric cargo bike and attached a camper box to the back. Sounds crazy, right? But open it up, and you'll find a fold-out bed, a little desk for work or meals, some storage shelves, and even mosquito netting to keep bugs out at night. All packed into a slim, wind-friendly shape that barely looks bigger than a regular bike. It runs on a 1000 watt-hour battery with pedal assist, so you're not doing all the work yourself. And there's a 400 watt solar panel on top, which means you could genuinely camp off-grid for days. One charge gets you around 30 kilometers, which is perfect for slow, scenic travel. As for the price, nothing official yet, but expect somewhere around 10 to 11,000 euros for the full setup. It's quirky, it's experimental, but it might just be the future of slow travel. Imagine a gadget that zaps mosquitoes and charges your phone at the same time. Sounds too good to be true, right? Meet the Nightcore EMR10, a tiny device that pulls double duty. It fights off bugs and juices up your phone, all in one. Inside, it's packing 2 rechargeable batteries with a solid 10,000 mAh capacity. That's enough to run for about 12 hours straight in bug-repelling mode, or give your phone a real charge when you need it. Now here's the clever part. It fights bugs 2 ways. First, there's a little mat you pop in the top. It heats up fast and starts releasing repellent into the air within about 10 minutes. On its strongest setting, it clears a bug-free zone up to 16 feet around you. Second, it sends out ultrasonic sound, a high-pitched frequency humans can't hear, but mosquitoes, roaches, and even mice absolutely hate. Run both features together for extra coverage. It's compact too, about the size of a TV remote, and light enough to toss in a bag. It's not fully waterproof, but it can handle rain and splashes just fine. If you're tired of carrying 5 gadgets for one camping trip, this might be the one that replaces them all. Would you try it? What if your tent could set itself up in 3 minutes, and still feel like a luxury hotel room in the wild? Meet the Sonmez London Prestige, an inflatable tent that completely changes what camping looks like. Built by Sonmez Outdoor, this tent hits international quality standards and is made for every season. Rain, snow, wind, it doesn't matter. The 100% waterproof fabric handles serious weather without breaking a sweat. And the views? Panoramic windows and a transparent sunroof mean you can literally stargaze from inside your tent. That's not camping. That's glamping done right. Setup takes just 3 minutes. The smart valve system inflates the whole structure fast and keeps air locked in. No complicated pulls, no frustration. The UV-resistant fabric blocks the sun with a UV factor of 80, and antimicrobial properties plus an acrylic coating keep everything fresh and dry inside. You also get a waterproof ground sheet, mosquito nets, and a fireproof stove jack, all packed into a 5.5 square meter space that weighs just 25 kilograms. If you want comfort without compromise, this tent delivers every time. Drop a comment. Would you take this on your next adventure? The Wild just got a serious upgrade. This tiny AC unit runs for 42 hours straight, and it fits under your van seat. The Zero Breeze Mark II is a portable air conditioner built for life off the grid. It's compact, light, and seriously capable. At just 16.5 pounds, it fits easily in a van, RV, tent, or cabin. It pushes out 2,300 BTU of cooling power while only drawing 240 watts, way less energy than a regular AC unit. So you stay cool without killing your battery. Noise? Barely noticeable. It runs at the level of a quiet conversation, and goes even quieter in sleep mode. It has 4 modes: cool, fan, sleep, and rocket, plus a 4-speed fan and a built-in temperature sensor. The filter is washable, the housing handles moisture, and everything you need comes in the box. Run it from a 24-volt power source or add batteries. One battery gives you over 5 hours of cooling. 2 batteries double that. Sleep mode stretches it past 8 hours. If you want real cooling without the bulk, this one delivers. Drop a comment if you're running this setup. I want to see your build. This $2,500 shelter can survive 180 miles per hour winds, and you can take it literally anywhere. Meet the Nova Dome, a dome-shaped shelter that's tough, affordable, and built to last. These things are made from fiberglass composite panels. That means they can handle serious weather, up to 30 feet of snow and winds hitting 180 miles per hour. Most structures can't even come close to that, and setting one up? Way easier than you'd think. But here's what really makes the Nova Dome stand out: the inside is completely up to you. Hundreds of layout options. You could turn it into a cozy glamping pod, a pop-up shop, a food stand, or literally whatever you need. Think of it as a blank canvas with walls that won't budge. Oh, and when you're done in one spot, pack it up and move it somewhere else. The whole thing disassembles and goes with you. Starting at just $2,515. This might be the smartest shelter investment you've never heard of. What if you could sleep in the trees, off the ground, without a single pressure point pressing into your back, for under $370? Imagine a tent and a hammock had a baby. That's basically what the OpenGo Aerial A1 is. Instead of pitching it on the ground, you hang it up between two trees, so you're sleeping suspended in the air, not lying on roots, rocks, or damp dirt. Here's the cool part. It only takes about 6 minutes to set up. It uses a simple 2-pole design, so there's no wrestling with confusing instructions or a dozen stakes. And it comes with a rainfly, so whether it's pouring rain or blazing sun, you're covered. Weight-wise, it's crazy light, just under 6 pounds. You could basically carry it in one hand. But the real selling point? Comfort. People who've used it say the sleeping surface feels completely different from a regular tent floor. No pressure points digging into your hips or shoulders. You can actually shift around and sleep in whatever position feels natural. And the price? $499 Canadian, which works out to roughly $369 US. If you're into camping, hiking, or just sleeping better outdoors, this one's worth a look. Imagine pitching a tent big enough for 8 people, then lighting a wood stove inside it. Meet the tent built for that. Let's talk about the Pomoly Roost V8, a massive dome tent that's basically a base camp in a bag. We're talking about 226 square feet of space, almost 17 feet across, with 7 feet of headroom. That's enough room for 8 people, or fewer people, plus all your gear, sleeping setups, and even a stove. Speaking of stoves, this tent has 2 built-in stove jacks, so you can safely run a wood-burning stove inside to stay warm or cook, even when it's freezing outside. The jacks are lined with heat-resistant silicone, so the hot pipe never touches the tent fabric directly. The outer shell is tough too. Waterproof fabric that holds up like a roof, plus UPF 50+ sun protection. 4 doors let you get in from any side and keep air moving. There's even a snow skirt around the bottom to block drafts and debris. Set it up on flat ground, stake it down properly, and it'll hold strong against the wind. All this 4-season comfort comes in at $1,390. Want tents like this reviewed weekly? Hit subscribe. That's shelter built for real adventure, not just survival. What if you could pitch a tent in the middle of a lake? Yeah, you read that right. People are camping on the water now, and it's easier than you'd think. Thanks to the Raptor Boats platform. This floating deck holds over 1.6 tons and gives you 150 square feet to work with. That's enough room for a tent, gear, and a few buddies, all floating right on the water. Here's how it works. 4 thick air panels lock together to form the deck, wrapped in tough 5-layer material so it can handle rough use. The top has extra grip too, so you're not sliding around in wet boots. Around the edges, there are 15 D-rings for tying down tarps, plus built-in drains so rain doesn't just pool up on you. What if one weekend outdoors could boost your immune system and fit 12 people in one tent? Here's something wild. Camping doesn't just feel good, it actually makes you healthier. Fresh air, sunlight, even a little dirt help your body relax, sleep deeper, and build a stronger immune system. Basically, nature gives you a free health upgrade. But to really enjoy it, you need gear that keeps up. Meet the Zempire Pro. This isn't your average tent. It's built for every season, ready for a weekend trip or a long stay in the wild. Setup takes minutes with the included pump, and the air tubes hold steady even when it's windy. What if you could soak in a hot tub, in the middle of nowhere? Picture this. Warm, bubbling water around you, stars above you, and absolutely nothing else. That's exactly what the Salty Barrel hot tub delivers. Whether you're parked on a beach at sunset, tucked into a mountain trail, or set up at your favorite campground, this thing goes wherever you go. It holds 4 people, it's built tough with heavy-duty tarpaulin and stainless steel heating coils, and it can handle serious heat and rugged conditions without breaking a sweat. Here's the best part. It only weighs 27 kilos. It packs down into a carry bag, and you can have it fully set up and ready to soak in just 2 hours. Even in the snow. And at $950? That's honestly not bad for a portable hot tub that turns any campsite into a 5-star experience. Cold nights, warm water, great company. The Salty Barrel makes it happen. What if your boat could fit in a backpack? Picture this. You're heading to the lake, but instead of hauling a heavy boat on a trailer, you just grab a backpack and walk. Sounds crazy, right? That's exactly what the Hypar Smart Boat lets you do. This isn't just one boat, it's several. Turn it into a powered motorboat, a sailboat, or even a kayak. One design, endless ways to hit the water. Here's the best part. It folds down into a small box you can store almost anywhere. No garage, no trailer, no hassle. How? The hull is built from a tough, marine-grade polypropylene material, specially designed for the Hypar. It's strong enough for real water conditions but light enough to keep the whole boat under 8 kilograms. That's light enough to sling over your shoulder. The design isn't just practical, it's smart. A sleek, pointed bow up front and a wide stern at the back work together to cut through resistance and keep you stable on the water. And the price? Just $750. That's a serious adventure, without the serious price tag. What if your tent could keep you warm in winter and cool in summer, without any power source? Crua Outdoors is an Irish brand that's completely changing how we sleep in the wild. They make the world's first thermally insulated tents and hammocks, gear that actually controls the temperature inside while you sleep. Their Culla series fits inside your existing tent and creates a cozy, blacked-out sleep pod. Think of it like a sleeping bag for your entire tent. Their Duo and Duo Max are lightweight standalone tents built tough for 2 to 3 people. Then there's the Core, a massive inflatable dome that connects up to 3 Duo tents, sleeping 12 people total. Perfect for group trips. The insulation does 3 things. Keeps temperatures up to 20 degrees different from outside, blocks all light so you sleep longer, and absorbs outside noise so nothing wakes you up. If you've ever had a bad night outdoors, Crua was literally built to fix that. Drop a comment. What camping problem do you want solved? Imagine setting up your tent in the time it takes to boil an egg. No poles, no fighting, no stress. Let's be honest, setting up a tent usually feels like a workout. Poles everywhere, clips you can't figure out, and instructions that make no sense. The Aragogo tent throws all that out the window. Here's the trick. You just press one button. In under 3 minutes, the whole tent blows itself up. A built-in pump pushes out 20 liters of air every minute, giving you around 30 setups on a single charge, and it only takes about 4.5 hours to recharge. Instead of poles, it uses tough air tubes for structure. Once you stake it down, it holds strong even in winds up to level 7. The outer shell is weatherproof polyester, and the floor is tough Oxford fabric, so it handles rain well, just not a full-on storm. Imagine a tent that pitches on the ground, floats on a lake, and hangs between trees like a giant hammock. This thing actually exists. Meet the Tentsel universe, and yeah, it's as wild as it sounds. Most people call it the world's first 3-in-1 tent, because it can literally do 3 things. Set up on the ground like a normal tent, get strung up between trees, or float right on top of water. Here's how it pulls that off. The frame is built like a triangle, so you can anchor it high up between trees for a suspended setup, or just plant it on solid ground the old-fashioned way. Want to float it? The floor inflates, turning it into something like a giant paddleboard you can sleep on. And it's not cramped either. You get room for 5 adults, over 100 square feet of floor space, and more than 5 feet of headroom, so you can actually stand up inside. It's built for every season too, with an insulated floor that keeps you warm even when it's freezing out. Even with all that space, it packs down to about 100 pounds, so you can still take it anywhere, forests, lakes, wherever adventure calls. You've been camping wrong. A hot shower in the middle of nowhere takes 30 seconds, and it fits in your trunk. Meet the Kakadu Outback Shower. Real hot water, anywhere, no campsite hookup needed. Here's how it works. You drop the built-in pump straight into a jerry can or any water source. Snap the color-coded fittings together on the front panel. No tools, no guessing. Connect your propane canister. Hit the switch. Hot water in seconds. The temperature climbs up to 55 degrees above whatever your water starts at, capping at a safe 122 degrees Fahrenheit. You control it with a simple dial. At half a gallon per minute, a standard 5-gallon bucket gives you a full 10-minute shower. The internal battery powers the ignition, pump, and LCD screen for up to 2 hours. That's roughly 20 showers on one charge. And one small propane bottle runs the burner for 4 straight hours. It weighs 16 pounds, packs down small. The shower head mounts 3 different ways: magnet, suction cup, or hook. If you're serious about overlanding, this changes everything. Drop your rig setup in the comments. I want to see your build. Imagine towing your camper straight into a lake. And it floats. Meet the Mini Big, a tiny camper from Japan that's also secretly a boat. Yeah, you heard that right. Hook it up to your car, drive to the lake, and when you're ready, just back it right into the water. It floats. It cruises. It's basically a camper with a double life. Hop on a small outboard motor, and you're gliding across the water like it's no big deal. And here's the cool part. Because it's so short, just over 12 feet long, in a lot of places you don't even need a boater's license to drive it. Now step inside. It's snug, but smart. 2 benches facing each other, a little table between them, perfect for meals. When night falls, that setup folds flat into a real bed, sleeping up to 3 people. There's even a tiny kitchen with a sink and storage space. Small trailer, big adventure. What if your car could turn into a comfy little bedroom in under a minute? Meet the AUTOHOME AirTop. Imagine turning your car into a cozy sleeping space in minutes. That's what the AUTOHOME AirTop does. It opens automatically with gas struts, so there's almost no effort. It's practical too, with 3 doors and mosquito netting for fresh air without the bugs. The tailor-made tour truck is worth more than most people's houses. And it's basically a rolling golf shop for the pros. Imagine a truck so massive it looks like it belongs in a Formula 1 pit lane. That's exactly the vibe of the tailor-made tour truck. This double-decker giant stretches 42 feet long, wrapped in 450 feet of tinted glass, and tips the scales at a jaw-dropping 22 tons. It's not just big, it's built with serious purpose. Step inside the tailor-made tour truck and you'll find a fitting station that feels more like a science lab than a garage. Precision machines and shaft cutters let players get their clubs dialed in exactly to their swing. This isn't some quick tune-up. It's about turning a golf club into something that feels like a natural extension of the player's body. The numbers inside are wild too. We're talking 1,500 shafts, 1,200 premium golf balls, and 1,000 grips, all stocked and ready to go. Every inch is organized to keep pros moving fast without missing a beat. And getting fitted in here isn't cheap. Costs can run anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s, though the exact pricing stays under wraps. If you ever get the chance to step inside the tailor-made tour truck, take it. You'll never look at a golf club the same way again. Imagine running out of clean water miles from anywhere, and not panicking. Here's the tiny tool that fixes that instantly. When you're outdoors, clean water is everything. You can't pack enough bottles for a whole trip, and let's be honest, lugging around heavy water is nobody's idea of fun. You could sleep inside a tree tonight. No, seriously. Imagine falling asleep not on the ground, but floating between the trees. That's the Cocoon Tree Tent. It's a sphere-shaped shelter that hangs from trees with heavy-duty ropes. No damp ground. No creepy crawlies. No wildlife surprises. Built from lightweight aluminum and weatherproof canvas, it's tough enough for the wild, beautiful enough to stop your scroll.